Good evening, everybody. Good evening, friends. And today is Friday. And normally I wouldn't do a live on Friday, but I thought of just something that I'd like to jump in and share with you quickly. And so if you are watching me from wherever you are, please jump in and say hello. And I'm gonna take only about 5-10 minutes only, and to share something with you guys that I have prepared for. And so I see some of my best friend. I see that you already landed in Thailand, in Bangkok, so Tira, and glad that you landed safely. And I see my friends also from the other side of the U.S. And I also see some friends that saying hello from Thailand as well. And there may be some friends from different countries and whatnot. So welcome to the Friday Facebook Live. And so welcome for you guys to jump in on today. And so I was just thinking about what we have accomplished, and I would like to share something with you. And my topic today is playing the biggest game in town. For me and my wife, the biggest game in town is the game that is impacting people's life. And how we do that, we help people start an online business, help people create an income, help people create a finance stability, and through something very simple that we are able to help hundreds of people. In fact, in June, we have more than 100 people that we have helped our team in multiple countries launch their business. And we've had a lot of fun, and a lot of people come into our life. And we like to, and so I acknowledge, all the friends, and a lot of them we have not met yet, that are into our life, and we are able to make a direct impact. And we look forward to meeting you in person wherever you are. And whether you are in Canada, whether you're in New Brunswick, we have a lot of team over there, Ontario, Quebec, Montreal, and Calgary, and also in Thailand, Australia, in Perth. So just if you wherever you are, you can put up down the comment right here and just state where you live. Okay, you just put in the city. Okay, if you're in Bangkok, put in Bangkok. If you in I know my wife's in Berkeley, put in Berkeley. And if you are in Canada, put in Canada. But if you are in Australia, wherever you are, it could be Perth, it could be Queensland, whatnot, because I know that I just love to create connections, and I love to be able to support others for whatever the dreams are. So my story, real quick. I came from Thailand. Some of you might not know my story. We came from Thailand 20 years ago, following my dream. My background is an engineer, a structural engineer to be specific. Design building is what I have been doing for the past 20 years. 7 years ago, I realized that just stay employed as an employee and also stay in the corporate, which is absolutely okay. So to stay and employ and it's a comfortable life. And I would admit as well that to stay in the corporate and just do the work, it's such a comfortable life. We were making more than $10,000 a month salary. And what happened to me was I managed about 10 projects, and totaling probably about $500 million project all together, managing an office in Orange County and opening up new office in San Diego. So that took a lot of my time, a lot of my energy, and a lot of what I didn't know what's gonna happen for me the next year. So when that happened to me, and some of you relate to me, and some of you are working in a company, please put in as a C. If you're working as a corporate, and put in the C. If you are already a business owner, put in as a B, so I know that where you are at. And okay, so what I'm saying is that when 7 years ago, I got to a point where I realized that I have a bigger dream. I wanted more time. I also want to make money as well, right? Everybody needs to make money as well. So I was just thinking, okay, how can I do this, right? I want more time, 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, staying in the corporate. It's just impossible for me. And my family lives in Thailand. How am I gonna be able to like spend months at a time with my family and everybody in Thailand? So that's in the back of my mind all the time. How am I gonna do this, right? And I noticed myself 7 years ago that every single day that I was working, I downgrade my dream. So my dream is smaller and smaller and smaller, and it become to a point where I was just thinking about, okay, what's my bonus next year, and what is my salary increase next year? It's really, the salary is not a lot anyway. If you live in Southern California, if you live in the USA, I can almost predict that. Because I interview engineers and interview people in the corporate as well. The last position was as vice president. Salary increase is probably, you're looking at about maybe 5-10%. That's just about it, right? And so my life would be like 5% more than the life last year, and then I stick with that salary for the whole year. So so when I got to that point, it's like, what am I? What do I live for? What do I live for, and why am I here? Why did I fly all across the ocean to work so hard at it, in the USA? Which, don't get me wrong, I am grateful for what we have, but we wanted more in life. And if you can relate to me, if you wanted more in life, I invite you to just put in the M right here and say MM. If you wanted more in life, whether you want more love in your life, whether you want stability in your life, whether you want more wealth in your life, right? And whether you want more time in your life. And that's what I wanted more. And especially, I cannot work any harder, right? When I started working, 20-something years ago here, right? I pretty much worked so hard at it. I figured I need a license, I need experience. But as I got, older, right? I cannot work as harder. So I needed something different. I needed something that allowed me to be able to have a platform to be in Thailand and to be here to have a time flexibility. And my wife and I discovered a platform that is amazing, that allows us to be able to build this into something that we are able to help a lot of the people. And, today, like I mentioned before, last month, a lot of the people have transformed their financial life. We created a platform called social selling. And if you're not familiar with social selling yet, I'll do another Facebook Live, or you can private message me, or you can put a comment down here, and you can pretty much, learn about from what I am creating. Well, I'm going to create a short workshop about it. That the social selling is literally something that you are and I have been doing for all our lives. Especially if you're watching me today, you should be on Facebook. We go to the Facebook, we go to the restaurant, we post something about the food, we tag people about the location, we tag our friends about where we were eating or what we were doing, right? But little did we know that something so simple like this would allow us to build a business that impacts so many people across the world, across the ocean, across the continent, tapping into other people's life. And I know that this is the biggest game in town, okay? My wife and I have been a champion of a transformation work, and we totally believe in transformation work. And if you are in the transformation community, and we believe in that as well, and put in the T right there. If you are part of a transformation community, we are part of it, and we believe in transforming lives. But I believe that my wife and I and our team we are transforming people's lives at the highest level, in impacting people's financial situation, and in also transforming and upgrading their belief that they totally can dream again, that totally can, wherever they are at in their deepest financial situation in their life today. If you can just believe and you can just dream again, and you can totally do it, because I'm going to tell you why. Because I believe in you. My wife and I are fortunate enough to have someone that believes in us and never give up on us. My wife and I are fortunate and lucky to have a trusting mentor, and friends, even though we didn't even believe in ourselves. And I can tell you the journey in the 7 years being an entrepreneur is not easy, right? And if you think about get rich quick, I'm telling you, run away from it, because this ain't it. It's not a get rich quick scheme by all means. It's pure hard work. It's love. It's passion. It's a lot of energy. And I know that you have love, passion, and energy, and the biggest dream, and yes, you can. So I'm inviting you, if you're watching me today, okay, wherever you are, doesn't matter what country, doesn't matter what background, doesn't matter what ethnic you are, it doesn't matter you have any IT, marketing, whatever, I don't really care. All I'm asking, if you have the big dream, right, the biggest dream that you can ever possibly have, and then maybe the dream that you have had thought before that you can ever have. It can be a car, it can be a house. It can be just monthly income that you wanted to have for your children to do anything in your summer. Take kids to vacation. Take your husband and wife to vacation. Or just to stay home, just to be home and work from home. Wherever those are for you. And I can tell you that it's all possible. And all you need is the dream and the belief that you can do it, because we have done it, and we helped a lot of people can do it. And you can do this with this, right? With the cell phone, and I know you can, right? So private message us, comment on here, and I would totally promise that I would comment on every single one of them, reach out to you, and have a conversation. If you have any questions, and I would answer the questions that you may have. Because I believe in you, I believe in the possibility, and I totally believe in what you get to create for yourself and your family. You owe it to them that much. Okay? I am an immigrant. I am a husband. I am a believer. I am a star creator. I believe in you because you can. I love you guys. Bye-bye.